Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be looking at the job classes in Final Fantasy XIV. With each job class I've created a separate character with different names. This will now give us a cast of characters to look at while we move forward. The two classes we'll be looking at is the Gladiator and Marauder. One thing you'll notice is that I was able to get the artifact weapon for my character. It's going to be exciting now that we have different sets of gear and weapons to look forward to. What we are going to do is walk around Limsta, talk to some of the NPCs, show some emotes, and we're going to walk out to Central Enosia. Then we're going to show the combat, and with the combat I have extra footage from a legacy player that's more in depth. A YouTuber I believe is pronounced Ryligh Kell, who was kind enough to allow me to use their footage. Thank you so much, Ryligh Kell, and a link to Ryligh's video and channel will be in the description. Not only that, I was able to ask Ryligh some questions about 1.0 and will be sharing them throughout the video. Starting with the first question I asked, were you there when Dolomald fell? If so, what was the thought process you had when you found out the servers were going to be shut down? And Ryligh responded with, I was there for the global server shutdown. We had a heads up of course when the servers were going to be shut down. I remember being in Mobile with my main Link shell, and I was out in Mordana fighting the Empire at Castrum Novum. We didn't know anything about the cutscene, so pretty much was there when it was released. I only wish when you hit OK on the server notice of it going down that it played the CG video, but you had to go to YouTube to find it. Thank you so much, Ryligh, for the reply. Now that we have the intro out of the way, I hope everyone enjoys the video. Now that we got a look at our first character, let's travel to Camp Bearded Rock where we will take a look at the Marauder. The thing to note about the character are the animations. The animations are a lot smoother and weighted because they were motion captured. The way her shield is bouncing up and down as she's running, the way she's carrying her sword just makes the character so much more grounded to the world. While we're on our way, let's go to the second question I asked Ryligh. What was your fondest memory of 1.0 that you could go back and relive? And Ryligh's response was, there was a few good things, but the best of them all was making videos for the game. Just had a lot of fun recording cutscenes, getting videos for the people, and just sharing the game. I remember getting recognized in between a few takes for this very video, I'm sure. Because while I was in Kurthez, while on my Black Mage, it was just a good feeling to put a whole lot of time into making them and knowing others were watching them. Ryligh goes on to say, the main reason I stopped was whenever there was a patch holiday event. It just got so rush to record, do the content, edit, and publish that I wasn't really enjoying the content at my own pace. So just mostly decided to cover the launch of 2.0, then just leave it at that point. Thanks again, Ryligh, for the response, and I know exactly what you mean. For you guys, I really enjoy making videos about the original version of Final Fantasy XIV. I put my all into making and editing them for you. Alright, let's switch over to the Marauder. Alright, so this is the Marauder I created. I based this row off the first character I started a Realm Reborn with as a Dragoon. So let's take a quick look at his armor. We'll give you a close-up of the weapon. Show you what it looks like when he's holding it. Now we are going to travel to Elaport, Western Thanalan, and to Camp Blackbrush, where we will take a look at the combat. Before we do the combat, let's take a look at another question I asked Ryligh about 1.0, this being about the mixing of the job classes. With job classes, my understanding is that you're able to create your own type of class. What was the process, and was there any classes that you custom made? Ryligh's response was, there was an emphasis on mixing and matching spells from certain other classes at the start, but once jobs came out it got narrowed down. For example, Conjurer had a DOT, which each element that you would borrow and use on Thermatog. It wasn't that great, but it was something you could do. It was something they changed a ton all the way up to Stormblood, when they just said fuck it and made roll abilities instead. Thank you again, Ryligh, for the response. Alright, let's take a look at what we can do with the combat on the Meteor server. Then after that, we will take a look at Ryligh's footage of the Gladiator and Marauder before the server shut down. One thing you will notice on the hotbar down here is that there is something called a TP cost. That means when an enemy is attacking you or vice versa, this TP bar will increase and that will allow you to use your abilities. So let's put on our defense ability here. Start attacking this menacing enemy. Now let's take a look at what the combat looks like when the game was still running. Alright, and now we'll wrap up the first video on the job classes. I want to thank Ryligh Kell again for the contribution to this video. It would have been too boring if it weren't for their footage. The video has been in the works for almost 2 weeks, so if you enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more Final Fantasy XIV videos. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.